am I signing?
You're signing your life away. Don't worry, we'll look after it.
If you drop it, you're not responsible?
But yeah, we do feel guilty though. But it never happened. It hasn't happened yet. I don't say it would never happen.
This contraption is quite unique, eh?
Yeah, it is quite unique.
You built it yourself?
No, it's been there for years. It was invented in 1949.
Oh, really?
But we keep on maintaining it, you know. It's an older.
It's from 1949.
49.
Wow.
But it's still strong. We just made it stronger. How heavy is she? Because I don't have a scale attached. The reason is it's gone in for calibration. So what's your weight? Historically?
I would say 15.
50. Now we can lift up to 18, it's fine.
What happens over 18?
Crane shuts.
It shuts down.
Stops, yeah. It stops. Don't worry, we'll look out.
Well, that's the kind of morning I like. Check out Table Mountain. Holy smokes, what a gorgeous morning. No wind. Made getting off the dock very easy.
It's haul out day. There's a crane over here, which is very unique. It's out of all the haul outs we've ever done. This is probably the most, it's not the most sketchiest because they've done a lot of it, but it's the most unique.
So they know we're like really heavy, eh?
There's a crane with multiple bits holding it down to the ground like triangle. And then they lift you out, put you down, and then they lift other boats out over top of your boat and put them further back in the yard. So it's very, very unique. We're gonna do bottom paint, sail drive seals, upper and lower, zincs, props, paint the props, and just generally get ready for the Atlantic crossing.
And this is the Royal Cape Yacht Club. It's a gorgeous spot. I have no idea where to go. I'm just here to apparently get on board and do nothing, so here I am. We're going over here. Definitely not that one. I think you go down by Abundant Life here. Feels good, hey? Haul out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm never really nervous about haul outs. I mean, we have insurance, they have insurance, you know. These things just seem to go fine usually. Thailand was probably the sketchiest of them all, where they left us on the beach, but this will be interesting too.
So yeah, no fuss, no wind. Tied up. Got to figure out where to put the ropes. This is always a big deal. We haven't done this in a while because we haven't hauled out with straps in a long time. We've been on trailers all through Thailand, so it's been mostly under the bridge deck with cross beams holding us underneath, and they can put them in different places. The straps have to go, I don't know.
So keel stops here. You can put it here. Oh, okay. Okay? Yeah, rudder, sail drive. So.
Okay. Where does your keel ends at the back here?
Where is it?
What will just be behind it?
Keel ends right here. But there's a wall. Here.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she sit on the hard, on the keel so?
Yeah.
Keel strong enough?
Yeah.
Take your weight. Okay. How heavy is she? Because I don't have a scale attached. The reason is it's gone in for calibration. You know.
Ah.
So what's your weight? Historically?
10 tons.
I would say 15.
50.
I bet we've added at least 5 tons of stuff.
Okay. Now we can lift up to 18, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Should
What happens over 18?
Crane shuts.
It shuts down.
It stops. Yeah. It stops. It doesn't. It just come off the water and then it complains. It stops.
Well, I guess we'll know soon.
Should I empty the water tank? Just to be safe, I'm emptying our freshwater tank. How much does water weigh? Anyone know? Per liter, I have 70 liters left.
If it's 18 tons, then I don't think the 70 liters is gonna make a difference, dude.
Okay, perfect. Come off. Donna, make sure I press across the strap. What's happening there?
cool crane though. They got this piece that goes up that lifts the boat, and then they got cables at the very top to make this boom go down and up. And then the whole thing rotates as well.
Nahoa is a catamaran that can rest on our keels, so they do put wood under the keels. You'll remember from the beach in Thailand, we were just sitting on our keels. Not all boats can do that, so Nahoa, we're lucky with Nahoa that we can do that. They're getting the pressure washer ready, so we gotta be quick.
It's always nerve-wracking when we set Nahoa down or when we pick her up, because catamarans are built very light. So there's foam core in the bottoms underneath the waterline, and if you don't lift from a bulkhead, then, well, you're gonna crack the boat. So we do know where our bulkheads are. We do know that she can sit on the keels, and this is something that every catamaran owner should know, so that when you do sail around the world and you get into yards that are less experienced, you can guide them on how to lift and set your boat down. So these back here are just supports, because it does get up to 50 knots blowing through this hard stand. We get katabatic winds from, let's see if we can see here, Tabletop Mountain. They come right down there and they whip through this yacht club at 50 knots at times. So they'll strap the boat down as well. All the other boats are strapped down to the hard as those katabatic winds pipe up throughout the afternoon.
After sailing 3/4 of the way around the world, we've come to realize the haul-out methods change from country to country, but the routine remains remarkably similar. First, the pressure wash to remove the layers of scum and algae. Next up, the zincs.
That's pretty gone, hey?
This time, they're in worse shape than we've ever seen them. With the zincs taken care of, our attention turns to the lower sail drive oil seals. These essential components keep the oil in and the water out. The rudders are up next and inspected and serviced to guarantee precise steering.
Rudders are back in. They're super tight but smooth, so that's really exciting. So this used to have a big squeak. It's all gone. Beautiful. Smooth with a finger.
Finally, a fresh coat of paint is applied to the hull, and that's it. It's pretty basic stuff.
Props are back on. We got new zinc, new seals in the bottom for the prop shaft that goes through here. These will get painted in Prop Speed, which is a really good product. Nice, eh? We got bottom paint on.
We've done a lot of work in a lot of places.
Florida, Virginia, Grenada, New Zealand, Thailand, well, kind of twice almost, because a baby and COVID was in between, and now South Africa.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the refits in Thailand were actually to make the boat seaworthy. That included stuff like getting the rig redone and bottom paint and sail drives and engines and stuff like that, and dinghy and sails. And this refit here in South Africa is more about cosmetics somewhat, so painting and updating the boat.
Well, I mean, it was the bridge deck floor. That was, of course, in the Seychelles. We forgot to mention the Seychelles.
Seychelles,
Yeah.
mini repair.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've done a lot of repairs in a lot of places. I mean, life, like, what's been happening in life? Ben's been here on the boat. We've been in an apartment with the kids, and then
There's Paw Patrol happening behind us.
yeah.
So yeah, the kids are off. Bodhi's learned how to scoot. He's a big boy now.
Yeah, he's a huge scooter.
The kids are in swimming lessons, which is really good because it mitigates our biggest danger out here.
Yeah, they're not quite swimming yet.
No, but Will's able to float apparently. on
Yeah,
that.
she can float now.
So yeah, we're living the civilized life.
Yeah.
We thought we'd give you that little update, and
I hope it comes together, and I can't wait to show you, like, the after. This is the before.
one of the things that we're doing is headliners. So you might have seen it in other videos. It looks disgusting, and it's all mold. This area up here. It's just there used to be a strip that went down here, and it was part of the headliner. And these headliners are just starting to fall down everywhere in the boat. So we're doing all the headliners. This board is fine. This is plywood, marine grade ply, with vinyl wrapped around it. And then there used to be foam on here, and the foam is disintegrated, and as a result, the glue has failed. So all of these headliners are coming off and getting replaced, including the little pieces that go around the edge, including areas like this, all of this, all of these headliners are coming off. Apologies ahead of time for the compressor up there. They're just spray foam gluing the other side, but this is what the headliner looked like behind the headliner. So this side is done. They've put foam down. The way it works is they spray foam and then they put the cover on, the vinyl. Air conditioners. There's a few camps in the boating community. Some say they're optional. And I can be very much in that camp because we didn't have an air conditioner for 7 years. But in the last year, things have changed. We have a little girl on board that has a lot of different allergies, and her skin rashes are so severe, and her heat rashes, that we find an air conditioner super helpful. The other thing that I experienced crossing the Indian Ocean was heat stroke. So if you've never had heat stroke, it is very debilitating, and it's actually quite dangerous because your body can no longer cool itself, so you're on the verge of crisis. And when you're traveling with your wife and 2 little children and that's it, if we had air conditioners that were working, I think we would have been a lot better off. So we're taking this one, which is our 12,000 BTU, and sticking it down to the bedroom. The 5,000 BTU units that we originally had in the bedrooms are no longer working. I know, it's only been a year. And we're sticking a 16,000 BTU air conditioner here in the saloon. That should hopefully at least get 1 bedroom cold with this one, and it should get the saloon cold. And we can also divert the saloon air conditioner with a Y into Bodhi's room. So if we need to cool off a kid's room, we can do that, put Willa and Bodhi together in the really hot places. That's the plan. This is the state of our boat right now. Headliners are in. Instruments are complete, but I still have to install the dash. They're working now. Painters are starting today to start on Ashley's remodel of the kitchen. Countertops have been measured. There's a lot going on in terms of organizing the trades. When you hire contractors, the one thing that you have to realize is that you always have to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. We have finished putting up headliners downstairs, so now I can move everything that was moved upstairs back downstairs because they're going to start sanding in here. And everything's going to have to be masked off and cleaned out for them to sand and then paint Ashley's remodel. I must say, I probably haven't been the most enthusiastic about this remodel. I probably have to apologize, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's one of those things where it's not functional, right? And it doesn't help us sail around the world, but it does potentially increase the boat value. It does add a female touch to the situation, so. And it's not a big remodel. I mean, the reason this whole thing started anyways is because of this floor. We were putting in new floor here. So then Ashley was like, well, with the new floor color, we're gonna have to change the color of these, or we can. Which means we might as well change the countertops because they're moldy and disgusting. Which means, might as well paint. All of these little baskets are gonna be on a sliding door that comes out as well. All of these cupboards and this wall all the way to over here
It's all gonna get painted white.
Welcome to our mess. Disaster. Actually, Ben cleaned up a lot this morning, and this is what's left. And we're gonna paint out a lot of the orange wood in this saloon. This could go really well, or it could look horrendous, and I have no idea. I hummed and hawed about it for about 3 weeks, which also made Ben very, very angry. But then I found a gentleman that will come here and do it, and we agreed on a price, and so he's coming to do it.
So yeah, things are progressing, but it looks really bad in here with the floor busted and the boat dirty and... Oh, did it break? And kids have needs too. So we've actually moved off the boat. I think we haven't mentioned that. It's been just so disgusting and dysfunctional aboard with trays coming and going and tearing stuff apart that we just rented a place.
We used to live on the boat through all our renos. Since we've had the kids, actually before we had the kids, in tropical locations on the Heart, it's just bloody awful. We lived on board on the Heart in New Zealand. We did not in Grenada. It was awful, too buggy, too hot, too nasty when you're like covered in bottom paint. Here in South Africa with 2 kids now, it's just totally not appropriate. Like, it's not appropriate to live with the children on board. There has been bottom paint in and out of this boat from the yard, and trades going on and off, and tools everywhere, and this is clean. But this, when I got here this yesterday afternoon with the children, was stacked to the ceiling with stuff. Hey guys, so guess what? We've got some pretty cool news for you today.
Super cool news.
Yeah. We thought it'd be really awesome to go old school, like backwards. So we're gonna start a newsletter.
A newsletter, that's right.
Fun fact, do you know that before we were sailing to Hoa, we were finding our paradise and Ben was a blogger? Like, come on.
It was a thing. It was a thing back then. Some of you might not remember, but before YouTube, there was blogs. And we're gonna get back to writing because we want to connect with more of you on a more personal level. So there's gonna be a newsletter that comes out about once a month. And it's kind of like getting a letter from a good friend. Short, sweet, and personal.
We promise we won't spam you. You're only going to get it about once a month. And yeah, it should be kind of fun. You used to be hilarious when you write things. Some things just don't make it on camera. But Ben, he can kind of like spin a tall tale and make it kind of funny. There'll also be some, you know, real things in there, not just fake news from us, but, you know, updates from stuff that we found that's really cool in the sailing industry, and things that aren't making it into video, such as maybe our new boat.
What? Our new boat?
Are we getting a new boat?
Are we getting...
You probably should click on that link below. We promise it won't be lame. He's not gonna put that in. That won't make sense.
You won't want to miss out on these tales from the high seas.
Tales from the High Seas.
Yeah.
It's like a shanty. You know, I've really taken to listening to the shanties with the kids. They're pretty fun.
Okay, let's get it there. Short, sweet, letter from a friend.
We're never short and sweet, by the way, and it's a good thing I'm not writing it because I'll rephrase that. I'm never short and sweet, by the way, so it's a good thing that I probably won't be writing too much of this because I'm a rambler. Have you noticed? Am I a rambler?
All right. Do subscribe. Do subscribe. We want to connect with you. More of you. A lot more of you.
Yeah, it'll be fun, we promise. There might even be something interesting in it. So hit the link below. It'll be in the description of this video. And yeah, follow along.
Bye.
See you next week.
Hey, our kids stayed quiet.